Well, good evening to you all watching the GRL stream. We're here and it is finally time to get this season underway. We are here at the home of Formula 1 at Silverstone with fresh faces, fresh drivers and fresh divisions. It's all happening in GRL at the moment and we'll be bringing you as much of the action as we can. The opening night is, of course, upon us, and I, Dareth Ecker, will be your host this evening. I'm delighted to say that I will be joined by Jim in the commentary booth. Jim, how are you this evening?
I'm doing absolutely brilliant. This is the best day of the week for me this week. It's GRL Open Day. It is Season 3. It is Silverstone. And I mean, I can't wait to get started.
I mean, there's not
This is
much
a great
better, is
grid.
there? Yeah, it's a fantastic grid. And we'll get on to that in a minute. I will very quickly make the party invite only because I forgot to do that before. And yeah, I think we've got a very good night in store for us this evening. But before we have a real look, let's have a quick look at the calendar. And here it is. Thank you again to Synonymous for making this. Yes, Platt, we are wishing you luck in Division 2. But let's have a look at this calendar. I mean, of course, you can see Britain. We are at Britain for the first race, but we have got a very wide-ranging calendar. We've got a lot coming up. I mean, there's Singapore next week. That's a very different track to Silverstone, but there's a long way to go until Brazil. So, I mean, no heroic into Sandoval, I think, tonight is the message.
It's Sandoval. Wait, hold on. Where's a Sandoval?
Yeah, I'm using the colloquial term for no heroics.
I didn't know. Well, you taught me the corner names last season.
I did.
Now
yeah.
this is starting to confusing me. This is starting to confuse
Sandoval
me.
is not at Silverstone. If that makes
you,
it
mate.
any better for you.
Thank you for narrowing that one down. I did not know
You're
that
very
fact.
welcome. Well, I mean, you know, I try my best.
Well, you've done a great job. Thank you, mate.
Any tracks apart from Silverstone that you're gonna, you're looking for as we come up through the season?
Austria.
Austria, yeah.
Definitely Austria, because people just can't drive wheel to wheel there, so it will be quite funny to watch the bumper cars unfold. What else? What other tracks? I mean, we've got everything on the calendar, don't we? So I'd say quite looking forward to Monza. I reckon that'll be a good race. It usually is. It's a bit of a DRS
Monza
train,
always is.
but the dive bomb, especially turn 1, lap 1, turn 1, will be kamikaze dive bombs. I can't wait to watch that. Can't wait to watch Brazil. There's definitely a couple of tracks on that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we've
What
got
about
that break for Christmas after Spain, and we'll come back to Austria, so that'll be a cracker, I think. And of course, I mean, season finale at Brazil. I mean, we even drew that. That wasn't even intentionally put there. I mean, that's cracking. That I'm quite pleased with finishing at Brazil because we can get some more. Maybe we can get some more last race deciders.
It's a happy accident for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good track to end on. It's just like, it's the perfect track. I mean, we saw it in real life this weekend. It's just the perfect F1 track. It's
Definitely.
so good.
And again, thanks Anonymous. He's in the chat now for making this graphic because it's fantastic. Let's have a quick look at the lineup, who again was made by Synonymous in Division 1. Here we go. It's a cracking lineup, and I mean, 16 of these guys will be racing tonight. Sadly, 4 can't make it, them being Walking Chaos in the Red Bull, both the Alfa Romeos, and Liam McGlass in the house, who has got some wheel issues, so it's a shame that he can't be here tonight. But of course, with GRL being absolutely massive at the moment, we've got reserves to fill in for them. So JW Gibson and ROMB Ford will be filling in the Alfa Romeo. Michael Dale will fill in the Red Bull, and FGE Wilson will fill in that Haas, yes. And of course, with the rule change, those drivers will score points for the constructors. That's a change from last season. But again, Jim, I mean, it's a cracking lineup. But I mean, is there anyone in here that you think, you look at and you think they have a particularly good chance?
Spider. I've got to back my boy. I think Spider will take home the dub tonight. Pole and win
Pole and win.
conversion.
We're gonna find
Yeah.
that out then. You know, I don't know. I've got a little bit of money down on Pyro, but you know, I don't want to make too many
Pyro?
predictions. Yeah, Pyro in the
I don't know Pyro.
AlphaTauri.
Is
Well,
that FRA?
FRA Pyro. Yeah, that is indeed.
I mean,
That's one of the reasons why.
the first three letters of that gamer tag
Yeah,
alone,
that
I think
suggests
says everything
something.
you need to know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, again, cracking like, but there are some teams there you could. I mean, they're all really good teams. I mean, like Atom and Alex Hagen at Alpine. I think it's a little bit of a dark horse because you know we all know Atom in races can really plough through the field. Quite frankly, if he's
Much.
yeah, if he's got his mojo on, then
Does he have it though? Does he have it today? Of all days,
Well-
the season opener.
Well, we'll have to find out. When we...
Has he got an answer to Ginger Ninja, who stole that title in season 2?
Well, he did, but of course Ninja isn't here tonight, so Atom may be able to get a
No
bit of a
defending
march
champ.
on him. Sorry.
He's not racing today.
He's not able to be racing. I believe, you know, he was all of a sudden ambushed by Emil out this evening.
Ah,
But anyway,
that's just disgraceful.
we'll move on from that. We'll move on for that. We'll have a quick look at the track. I'll have a quick look at the track, and there it is. Of course, Silverstone will be our location tonight. Of course, 18 corners, but most of them have names. I don't think you'll hear any of us refer to any of the corners, apart from maybe turn 1 as turn number. And of course, he hosts the first Grand Prix back in 1950, the first ever World Championship event. But tonight the drivers will be tackling, of course, 50% distance, 26 laps of the 5.891 kilometre long circuit. Ginger Ninja holds the lap record for this track. I believe that was actually on the last game, and that was set as a 1 minute 27.057. So I wonder if that'll be beaten tonight. I mean, I can very easily see it, especially if we get a late safety car and everyone trucks on a soft tyre, so I can see that tumbling. But yeah, we've got 2 DRS zones, of course, down towards, down the Wellington Straight and down the Hangar Straight. Well, we might see quite a bit of overtaking this evening, and I hope we do. Frankly, we had a cracking race here last season, and I don't see why it should be any different this season, to be honest.
I hope it's rain affected.
Well, yeah, it was rain affected last time, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
So,
I can see it happening. I can see it happening again.
yes.
Bit of
okay.
rain.
Well,
Spice things up.
what we'll, because we started a bit early on the stream, because what we wanted to do was give people the chance to have a look at what was going on, you know, quote unquote, Sky Sports F1 style around the grounds. We have got some of the streams up. We'll let you have a look at them now. So we have got Div 2, 3, 4, and 5's streams up.
What I think, yeah, I don't really like wet quali. I'm not gonna lie. I find it quite boring. The lap times are a bit slower, and everyone just seems to spin. I mean, it's all right for like the end part, but if you're watching the first like maybe 15 minutes of Q1 and all anyone is doing is invalidating half spinning out of every corner and putting it in walls, it can get a bit boring. 'Cause there's no real clear ramp up. It'll be can someone set a lap time more than anything a lot of the time? Because everyone just keeps dropping it. But a wet race, now that would be fun to watch, I think. Yeah. Someone dropping it in a race is much more fun than quali because it'll bring out a safe. But did I just see someone drop it? I think I just saw someone drop it in. Is that Div 3?
Let's have a look.
Wait.
Let's have
Yeah,
a
no,
quick
Div
look
2,
at
Div 2.
Oh, Div 2, sorry. Oh,
No,
you
no,
may have seen
Div
someone
2,
drop it.
yeah.
Because each has gone quite
Yeah,
wide in turn 1. If we have a look around, Div 3 is dry. So they can set their quali laps. I mean, good turn. We've got 20 in Div 2, 18 in Div 3. That's 17 in Div 4. I think that screams just a bit. It's not doing very well, that scream. So we might have to get someone to make sure they clip the results. And then Div 5 also in the wet. But it is, and we also got 20 full turnout in Div 5 as well. And we don't necessarily know what's happening in Div 6 and Div 7, but I can only imagine it's all it's all going well. So if I look at the chats at Div 6, no mention of rain, but I don't know if they're yet in the session actually. And Div 7 as well, no mention of rain, so they might be dry as well, which will help towards our calculations for quali pace over the season. Hopefully, if the Div 1 race is dry, then we can make comparisons between all the rest of the dry runners, which would be ideal, because it's never useful when Div 1 is wet, because you can never really gauge how wet it is. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, I am really looking forward to tonight, and yeah, I do think that if we can get some kind of oh, that's gone off. Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go. I do, yeah. Excuse me. I do think that oh dear, sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat now. I do think that
just drink some water.
I have now. I'm fine now. I do think that a wet race would really show how well the Div 1 guys can race wheel to wheel, of course, because most of them are new to the league, and we can kind of get to grips with how they race, and who's the Max Verstappens of the league, and who are the I don't know who's the Valtteri Bottas. Bottas is never involved in it. But yeah,
I mean, I can't imagine anyone really running away with any of these races because of the quality. I mean, if there's anyone that runs away with the race, it'll probably be down to a bit of kamikaze action going on, where like I don't know, like the top 4 just dies or something, and then someone just sails through while everyone else is held up. Even then, I can't imagine anyone pulling away. Like the grid is just so close in pace.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you can't really see where it'll where the gaps will form. Really, I mean, especially if we get it dry as well, we'll also be able to kind of get to grips with how fast these guys are just on pure pace in the dry.
Yeah,
which would be good to see. To be fair.
I'm literally looking at the names, and I can't quite gauge any of these people going out in Q1.
Well, it's short quali, isn't it? It's short quali, so
oh, it's short quali, isn't it? Yeah.
Silly.
I forgot.
But in the bottom 5. In the bottom five. Yeah.
I can't imagine any of these drivers being in the bottom 5 because they're all so quick. Maybe a pad player, like a race merchant, maybe a few race merchants. Okay, I know Kieran doesn't have the best of times in quali. I mean, BRT Kiwi.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the best of time in quali often.
But
then in the race he'll end up spawning in P5.
Him and Atom are those two guys that you can never tell, and then all of a sudden they appear. No. They just appear.
Oh, he's in P4 now, and he's fighting for the lead. Oh, yeah. Where's that came from?
Well,
they just pull pace right out of nowhere.
Sorry if people on the stream can hear the F1 game music. Oh, there you go. Why is that being funny? There we go. But I will now go back out of that, so then you won't hear that. But yeah, I mean, again, if we're looking at this Div 2 quali session, and you know, Delta Distonbard and Josh Gilly are up there. Of course, we have said that, you know, if there is a very clear cut wrong decision that we've made in terms of putting people in divisions, that we can change them around. But I mean, there are some really good drivers in Div 2 here. It's just whether it's whether the quality of Div 1 is low enough for them to be able to move up at all, and that is a problem I don't think I've ever had before.
I mean, it does happen sometimes. There's always someone who slips through the cracks.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking at the
exactly.
quali right now, and Delta is just miles away.
Which is weird, actually, because Delta wasn't necessarily one of the closest people we put between Div 1 and Div 2.
Yeah, and he's 5/10 quicker than Distant Bard currently.
I mean, a few have said that Josh Gilly should be in Division 1 as well, and he is up near the front here, so we'll see if... well, to be honest, I do want people to prove us wrong, if I'm honest, because I don't want... I don't... I want to feel like I've done it wrong, and then it's corrected itself over time. So, yeah.
I mean, you put BRT Jordan, or XRP as many people know him, in Tier 3, and I still don't understand that decision. I have a feeling he's really going to batter them in Tier 3. Wait, was it Tier 3 that he was put in, or Tier 2? I can't remember which one you put him in. Whatever it was raised an eyebrow at it. But you know, you never quite know if they're going to just underperform.
Exactly.
Essentially, they might just perform in one league. I don't know, but from what I've seen, I can imagine that might be someone that climbs up the order and could potentially get a division hop quite early on.
Don't know why the thing isn't working particularly well. It seems like it's better. Yeah, so Delta says conditions got worse in Div 2, but should get better, which should make that end of qualifying quite interesting. If I go on to here, we'll be able to... oh, it disappears. That's why it is. It disappears when I click off it. Ideal. Right, I'll click back on it, and you should be able to see it. Yes, you do. And we'll have a look at the other divs quickly. So Div 3, Boozersack's currently in the lead there, with a... I can't actually see what the time is, because of the screen. Apparently there's a dry race as well in Div 3. I just cannot see that fastest time at all, because it's just a bit too... I don't know if I can see it on there. No, it's just too... It's just too obscure because it's purple. But if we look at Div 4, 27.4 is currently the fastest time in Div 4. With its skills on provisional pole, Exotic is currently in P2. That has got some screen lag issues. Still can't see Div 3s. But if we look at Div 5s, they're also in the wet. Ronnie Rosie currently at the top of the timing sheets in that one. Good to see all 20 drivers, well, all 20 seats filled in there as well. But we'll go back to Div 2. We'll watch for the end of this Division 2 qualifying session. And again, I mean, you know, the times are improving. Delta's still up in front, but you know, Skirt's just gone second, and yeah, it's because there's lots of drivers that could do a lot in well, I mean, some of these Div 2 drivers would have been Div 1 quite easily last season, but with the quality that we've had join the league, they've been shuffled down through no real fault of their own, really.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed it more in Div 2, because obviously I only commentated over Div 1 last year. I did one Div 2 commentary, and that was the final race of the season, but
Yeah.
there's some really good names that have been dropped down, and like you said, it's no fault. It's not their fault or anything. It's just the league has packed in even quicker drivers than themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's a good thing to see. It shows a healthy, developing league when you see good Tier 1 drivers, whatever tier they're in, drop down a tier, even though they weren't even doing anything wrong last season. It's healthy development. And I'm sure a lot of those drivers will bounce back up next season, especially, well, whoever wins that Div 2 title, I can imagine bouncing right back up into Tier 1.
Well, I mean, GRL Dan has just gone quicker, and then AMS Lloyd's just gone quicker. I mean, I think the track is improving down in Div 2, but I mean, it's one of those things that, anyone could really try and take the win. But I mean, there are some of these guys that I would have fully expected to be up in the top tier, but they're just not able to be because of the calibre of drivers we've had join. But it felt nice to move a couple up, like Plattis Live. We moved up to Div 2 because we felt that he was good enough. And I mean, he's P11 at the moment, so I don't feel too bad about that decision yet. But I mean, time will tell.
I mean, if he's P11 in Tier 2, then it shows he's decent enough. It shows that he's mid-pack Tier 2. So if he was in Tier 3, he'd probably be first.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I mean, they're all going quicker now. I mean, Zeech and Panoche are going quicker. I mean, I know Zinity's doing the actual comms for this, so you'll be better off watching that back if you're watching this one back. But I mean, Nick was a difficult one as well on board with now. Because we didn't
in Tier 2.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Crazy.
It was difficult because we knew that he was moving to no assists, and we knew that it hadn't got off to the greatest start, no assists. So we knew that we might have to move him up, but we didn't want to straight off the bat. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're all crossing the line now. I mean, GRL Dan again on provisional pole. Clever was Division 2 champion. Oh, Delta went on the intermediate, at the end. And he didn't improve enough. He's only 9th.
What? Why is Eli 6 seconds off the pace?
I don't know.
What is going on?
Are they coming around? Is he coming around for a lap? He might be coming around for a lap now. I'm not sure.
I think so.
Josh Gillies on a lap. He's flying in this one. But of course, if the track is drying, I mean, then every person to come across the line will have a better track.
Delta is saying in the chat.
Yeah, I've just read that.
Put me into started lap too early. That's unlucky, Delta, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, mate. It's a long day.
Yeah, I mean, that is qualifying. I mean, Delta was on provisional pole, and now he finds himself 13th. Josh Gilly does indeed take pole, but he did have, I think, the best of the conditions as well. So, difficult to read too much into that. But, I mean, he's taken the first pole, and technically, I believe, that is the first point awarded in the F1 divisions in GRL, Season 3. WRL Exotic and Div, that's a very laggy stream. But WRL Exotic looks like he might take that pole. And in Div 5, they're still going around. But a 140.7 is currently the fastest time from Ronnie Rosie in that. So yes, I mean, we'll have a quick look at Div 3. I mean, FSM, seems like FSM retired very early on. Well, I mean, he retired, he didn't set a lap time, he may have crashed there. But you might be pleased / happy to know Jobbo's in P13 and Michael Massey's P14. So they're together.
Jobbo's in... Wait, why is Jobbo in... Wait, is it wet?
Div 3.
Yeah, is it dry or wet in Div 3?
It's dry. He's got a 28 flat at the moment.
Oh, do you know what? That Tier 3 actually is pretty good. When I look at it.
Yeah, it's quite...
He's on an outlap though.
Yeah, he's on that. I've seen him.
Jobbo can do better than that.
Yeah.
Oh, he can do so much better than that. I know for a fact that he can do better than that.
Mm. And AJ Nolan
he's not.
as well,
He's to be fair. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nolan. He's in BBC 3.
He was doing very well at the end of the season, wasn't he?
He practically won every race he did, so I think he's going to go up. To be honest with you, I think we might have popped him in the wrong tier. To be honest, he was on top form. Did Magician just join the GRL lobby then?
I'm not sure. I haven't got it open.
Tier 1. I just saw Magician join the lobby.
He may have joined us.
Disappear. I have a feeling he might have been kicked by Atom.
May have been kicked by Atom. No reason at all why he'd be kicked. I don't think so. He may be banned.
I thought he got banned.
I think he got a race. I can't remember what the ban was actually. I know he got a race ban,
just-
but I'm not. Yeah,
He just drove like a bit of a terrorist. So.
he did. Yeah, Austria, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on with Magician that day. He was having a nice time
Well,
at the expense of everyone else.
the fastest Div 3 lap in qualifying is currently a 26.9. Well, if Div 1 ends up being wet, that could be the fastest time we see tonight. Buzak can't improve enough, so Colleague Ghost looks like he might be on the front row. We're still waiting for Jobbo to come around. There's a few more before him, but we'll find out if Jobbo gets it. BRT Jordan is in P2, moves up to P2. With ETA8, Steve. He can only go P5, but look, there are some close times there. What can Jobbo do to the line?
Close.
He doesn't improve, Jobbo.
Really?
Oh no, I think he did improve, but not by much at all. I think it was 15th he was there. It's not ideal for him. Yeah, he was 15th,
I really thought
forgot about
Jobbo would be. I mean, to be fair, Jobbo isn't the best at quality.
that.
I didn't know that about him. He's not a quality man. He is definitely a race merchant.
WRL
he's
Exotic is on pole, by the way, sorry, for Div 4. And Ronnie Rosie is on pole for Div 5. So they are your point scorers. This evening we'll go back. It's a wet race in Div 2.
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
That will be exciting. I mean, a wet race there. But yeah, that'll be exciting. We'll move off this now, though. We'll let them get on with it. Quite frank. Oh, hello. There's my mouse. And we will move
17.
on to we'll go to that one before we get going. But yeah, I am.
Lovely.
Oh, you said we've got 17 in the lobby.
Yeah.
Who in like,
Spider just joined.
what cars we're
We're
missing?
missing the teammate of Spider, the Aston Martin, and the 2 Alpha Tauris.
The 2 Alpha Tauris.
Everyone else. Yeah, 2 Alpha Tauris.
Pyro and Partick need to join then. So they get in.
Yeah, there you go. I can't imagine. I mean, it's coming up to past now. Maybe they're joining in quali. I'm not quite sure.
Well, just let me know when the timer goes, and I'll put it onto the to the screen. I don't want to do it on because of the music, and don't want to be called up for copyright or whatever.
I got a message actually from Jobbo just then. Sorry, and Jobbo said, "Wara qualifying from myself, P15. I'm goated." Absolutely world class, mate. On it as always.
It's like Pyro and Partick. Is it still just Pyro and Partick to join?
And the Aston Martin. Oh, and a Williams has just left the session.
It's not ideal.
This will be sorted out though. Always takes an extra 5-10 minutes lobbies to set up. We say a time and it'll
Yeah, we set time, and everyone's like, "Oh, I forgot it was that time." Well, they come in like on the time, which isn't necessarily very, very helpful.
No, definitely not. Michael is flashing his readying up button. He wants to get going. He cannot be bothered to wait a single second more. Well, I do like to see that. Bit of impatience.
Yeah, just wanting to get the season underway. I mean, we all want to get the season underway, don't we?
Yeah. Have you left the session, by the way?
Sorry,
You've left the session.
have I left the session?
Yeah. It's just me. I'm
Obviously
the only
wasn't in it for too
spectator in
long.
it.
I'll join again. I obviously wasn't in for long enough.
Yeah.
Joining session.
Stop us saying, hate Silverstone on this game. I have absolutely no pace here. Well, I think that's evident, Jobbo. With your P15 in quali in tier 3. Jobbo. He can't quite find his pace. I do relate to that though, because I am also pretty mid. Simulation settings, AI difficulties on 95.
95.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean good to be honest. Like, when people disconnect, it's just like, it's such a killjoy sometimes. They just drop through the order that an unexpected driver just cuts through the grid on the first couple of laps, and then they'll DC and they'll end up in P16, 4 seconds behind P15, who's 8 seconds behind P14. It can just be a bit crap sometimes. Oh, 18 people.
oh,
Blade's
nice.
back in. Blade's back in. Partick has joined Spider, and we are just missing the AlphaTauris.
Fantastic. So was that Pyro and Partick we're waiting on?
And coming up to 35 minutes past, almost.
And we'll be going at
Minutes
35
away.
past. So
Okay.
whoever's in is in, and whoever's not in is not in.
Long day for AlphaTauri. Prospect of no points scored looms over the AlphaTauri camp. Yuki Tsunoda is in tears. Oh, Blade is back out of the lobby. Can't seem to get the internet plugged into the Xbox right now.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
I'll invite him back because I've got him on.
He's doing the hokey cokey. That's what he's doing.
Ah?
He's doing the hokey
Hokey
cokey.
I respect that.
In,
I
out,
do respect
take
that.
it all about. Anyway,
Shut up.
apparently ERT Skirt is currently in the lead in Division 2 on the first lap, so he's got the jump on Josh Gilly.
Isn't that the lad from IFC, the admin?
Might be, I'm not too sure.
I think it's AB Dan's brother.
Right.
I don't know if he races in GRL or not, but
Well, GRL Dan's in this Div 2 race, I think.
that's not the same Dan.
No.
Either. They share the same name, so it's close enough.
Well,
Magician. Oh, Magician. Is he in? No, he's not. Why is he popping up on my... Oh, never mind. He was on my driver's list on like the F1 Life thing.
Right.
God, that's such a flop now that I think about it. F1 Life is such a flop. Who actually ever... Like, who buys clothes for their little man on F1 Life?
I don't know. I don't know why you would bother, really. Just...
Sorry, I just looked at Kiwi's fit and it is disgusting. He's got like the 40-year-old dad's fit. He's got jeans, running shoes, and a t-shirt, shades, and a baseball cap. That is the deadest fit I've ever seen in my life. And to go with it, it's short back and sides. Partick's got the same fit, just without the shades. Jesus Christ, do they not know how to dress?
Have we
This-
gone in
in
yet?
this
Have they?
grid. 5 seconds.
Oh, okay. We'll go there.
I forgot to tell you that.
Go on
Sorry,
now.
I was looking at the outfits. They're hideous. These
Well.
are probably the worst things I've ever seen. I really hope their driving doesn't match their outfits, because Christ, they've got no colour coordination whatsoever. Makes me want to gouge my eyes out. This is horrible.
Jim the F1 avatar police. I think that's your
Yeah, mate. I just go for the black hoodie, the black cargos. I got the Pumas on my feet. They're like some mustard coloured Pumas. I got a black hat and the black shades. I'm like a blacked out Mercedes AMG. I've got like ice cold drip, but absolutely no talent. Whereas the rest of this grid has all the talent and absolutely no drip at all. Who's the real winner?
Probably them, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie. How many have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15. Yeah. Wilson's left. We need to invite Wilson back.
Nah, I've seen
If
his
we
outfit.
can.
It's terrible. He doesn't deserve anything like that. He's got the 40-year-old
Please.
dad's outfit going on.
Please.
No, Partik's outfit is even worse. He had like run. No, like what cyclists wear, like the cyclist shorts.
Mhm.
He had cyclist shorts, a pink T-shirt, a light blue cap, and running shoes. Now that, I mean, it's a terrible outfit, but I do find it a little bit funny, so I can let that slide.
Archie says Dara's the real winner. That's kind of you. I think I have to agree on that one. I can't see why that wouldn't be the case.
What did he say? Sorry.
Because you were saying who's the real winner here, and Archie just said who's the real winner? It's Dara, and I have to agree with him really. I think he's got that
Football's
absolutely
always the winner.
spot on.
We got
well, I hope
Red Bull is coming out the pits.
it's Michael
It's
Dale.
Michael.
He's the first
one
man out
Yes. We're underway.
in that
Cars
newly
are on
repainted
yeah.
Red Bull.
It's beautiful. It does bring a tear to my eye.
Stunning.
Cars are on track. The GRL Division 1 Season 3. And we head through Parabolica. I don't know.
Parabolica. Okay, come on, let's not mock it here. We know that's not
I
Parabolica.
don't know. Wait, hold on, let me try and remember. Bentham told me these because I was spinning at them in F2 earlier. I forgot. I just said the prolong's right hander before cops. Through Maggots and Beckett's, here we go. Oh, and now we head around this little kink here. I think that's Beckett's, I don't know. We're gonna head into Stowe. Flynn has the Stowe glitch.
Who has the Stowe glitch?
Flynn, NRX Flynn, whatever he's called. He drives a TAR. Michael, though, in the Red Bull, will be the first.
Do you want to take us through it, Jim?
Do
you want to take us through it?
I would absolutely love to. Here we go. Round whatever these corners are called. And we're underway for the first lap of Division 1. He keeps it planted and absolutely extracts everything out of the Red Bull. And someone comes up the pits and doesn't almost collide with them, but they get a little bit frisky. Absolutely extracts everything around the first couple of corners. That's beautiful driving from Michael. Cuts that perfectly. DRS flaps open. And we head into these corners that I don't know the name of, but always
Brooklands into the right-hander. Luffield in third gear. Absolutely plants the... No, he didn't plant. Oh, he made his mistake! He made a mistake with the throttle was fine, but the steering wasn't. Michael having a small skill issue in sector 2. We now go through Pops. Now Red Bulls and Mercedes, close your eyes, because that is a sketchy corner. Should those two teams come together again, Magnus and Beckett's absolutely flying. He's on the limit. He's cutting the curves. It's beautiful. Oh.
He takes a bit of the grass with him. He takes home to his mum and says, "Look, mum, I drove through Magnus and Beckett's on the F1 game." It's beautiful, Michael. Here we go up through Stowe. Will he have the Stowe glitch? The trail brakes perfectly. 6th gear, plants the throttle. This is beautiful for Michael. Extracts everything out of the Red Bull. Cuts across these couple of corners, don't know the name of them, but he's in 4th gear. This is beautiful for Michael. Barely any mistakes. Comes up to the line. Oh, and a little swapper there. But he comes across for us 27.3 to get GRL underway.
B4 is a 27.6, and that's a few tenths slower than Michael Dale. But the next man across the line is going to be Gibson. He only sets a 27.9. Horizon Wolf will be the next man, and he goes 27.2, provisional P1 in this session. Then it's going to be TMS Sora. What can he do as he comes to the line? 27.2 as well. The Alpine Atom 27.5. So he slots into P4 as well. God of Gaming is the next man on a lap here. He's coming around the final corner. What can he set on his first flying lap? 27.4. And then we have Dub Turner to the line. He only goes 27.3. Look at how close these times are already. And that was Grazzy going on a 27.3 as well. We've got a Radius coming to the line now. No, we don't.
There we go.
That's I think Rage was on an outlap, and that's
Oh! Kieran's dropped it. out of Luffield, I think it is.
Luffield, yeah.
Prolonged
Luffield,
Hamden.
yeah.
There you go, geography. Kiwi is terrible. I'm using my choice of language very carefully, as I've been briefed before the stream.
Oh dear.
There he goes, letting these Alpines through.
He's
Well
washed though,
done,
he's washed.
Kiwi.
It's a long day for him, Jim, isn't it? It's a long day.
It is a long day, and I hope to see more spins from the Mercedes camp. Not from XPG Radius. Oh, it's Radius, isn't it? He's got a name change. Just RDS
It is Radius,
now.
it's just the RDS there.
I don't really like that, I'm not gonna lie. It's the same length as his little thingy, so just his little game. Oh, he's invalidated as well. Through Magda Beckett, it's a skill issue for the Mercedes
He has.
driver.
It's not
That's a long
ideal,
day for
really.
him. No. Who's next?
I don't
Gibson?
actually know. I think it's Rage. Oh no, Rage is invalidated as well.
It's not Gibson. Definitely not Gibson.
Sky Spider. Sky Spider's on a lap. Sky Spider.
Here we go.
His first flying lap
Here
of
we go.
GRL. Going through Maggots, Beckett.
Oh, he's attacking the car.
And then just a little kink
Oh!
left at Chapel. What's the Middlesex split? Says it's fastest, 3.2 through there. Let's see as he comes down this hanger straight towards Stowe corner. 83, very proudly on that Aston Martin car. Keeps it within track limits as he dives down the hill towards the Vale chicane. Turns to the right before the flick to the left, and then you've got to keep going left. Keep going left all the way around towards the final club corner. Towards the line, 27 flat.
Oh! This is what he does. Oh my god. A 27 dead. Whoa! Flames. He's channeled the inner Vettel. 2013 Vettel. Just soaring through his veins. That's a beautiful lap.
It really is. It really
Anyways.
is. I think Kiwi's on a lap. No, he's invalidated. Gibson,
Skill issue.
very slow. Gibson's very slow, and the Park's on an out lap, so I don't think anyone is on a lap at this stage. The next man will be, unless Kiwi goes again, but he won't. It'll be Partick, I think.
I'm quite sure. Gibson peels into the pits. The Alfa Romeo driver has chosen to box and put on a fresh set of soft tyres. Let's have a look at the chat. Radius says that it's 26.8 but invalidated. Now that would be the pole time, mate, but you did invalidate, so...
Yeah.
Oh, really just get... Oh, never mind, he's on an outlap, it's fine. That's fair game. I had to say, Atom, very naughty.
It's Partick we've got to look
Getting
at.
in the way of... Partick.
He's
There
going
he
around
is.
turn 1 and turn
Well,
2
he's-
on a flyer. I mean, he
His
won,
teammate in
he
the
of course...
pole sitter.
Well, yes, and he won Season 2 Abu Dhabi, of course. That was a cracking race that he won in the last couple of laps. That was a big snap of oversteer, wasn't it? I mean, it's not ideal if you're trying to absolutely push it to the limit, especially as we've only about got half of the session still to go. Let's see, as he comes through Luffield, we've got to really keep the car to the inside and attack the exit, because it's got to get the run all the way down towards Copse Corner. It's a really important turn in there. You really got to get the nose shaped into the apex, and then you come towards one of the best bits of tarmac in Formula 1 through Maggots. And I don't actually think this left-hander schooled anything, because this right-hander is Beckett's before you come out onto the little left-hander at Chapel, onto the hanger straight. 3.6 through the middle sector. Was Sky Spider a 0.4 or a 0.2? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
But I remember it was one of them as he's as Partick comes down towards the Vale chicane for the final, well, not for the final time. He's coming to the corner. Yeah, he's coming to the line, AMS Partick. Let's see what he sets, and it's P11, 27.7.
Yeah, it did look a little bit scruffy into that braking zone. I don't know what corner it is, to be honest with you, but it looks a little... Do you know what, I'm going to get a track map up, and I'm going to keep it next to me the entire race. But he messed up a couple of his braking zones, and he obviously had that snap in sector 1. So I think he's going to definitely have to go again on a fresh set, because there was a couple of errors there for the Aston Martin driver.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Michael's on a lap. He's currently going down towards Stowe. I don't know if he's improving by much. That was a massive snap, and he's gone wide. That just won't be the improvement. Yeah, he's coming straight in. I think Rage accidentally left and is now rejoining. Good to see. Let's have a look at Drazzy, yeah. Drazzy's not on a run here. Kiwi is also not on a lap. Sora looks like he's going slowly as well. So he's on a lap here. Is Lone Retreat on a lap? I think he is, but Turner's not. Who is on a lap here? Is it Radius?
Alex
Radius, surely.
Radius is on.
Yes, he is. Radius is on a lap coming to the line.
Yeah.
What can he set? 26.7.
Oh my god!
He does go quicker. He did set that time, and he did keep it valid this time. Gibson. That was an outlap, I believe, or a very, very, very slow lap. Either way, his teammate ROMB Ford is trying to make an improvement. As he comes to the line, he does ever so slightly, a couple of tenths, but chucks him up into P10 here. There's only just over 2 tenths between 3rd and 10th at the moment. And Rise and Wolf might try and change that, though, because he's going a lot quicker on his lap, and he goes P2, 26.9.
That's a great lap from Buff.
Got a gaming improving as well. He goes 27.1. He's improved up there as well. Let's have a look at the car of AMS Alex, who's a few tenths up on his run. He'll want quite a few more tenths, though, to really make a difference.
This pole shootout is going to be brilliant.
It really will.
I reckon there's a bit of track evolution going on. So I can imagine this pole time coming down to potentially a 0.4.
Well, yeah, I mean, Alex, 27.3 here. And he's put himself right in that mix as well. There's 4 drivers on at 1 minute 27.3. Everyone, look at that train coming into the pit lane. Which of them is not coming in? There's a McLaren. Blades, who's on an improved lap here. Blades to the line. What can he set? 27.1. 2 thousandths clear of God of Gaming. I think Sky Spider's on lap again as well. He's not improving. He might be in an out lap for that man. A Rise and Wolf has gone for a spin. God of Gaming is coming back to the pit lane, I believe. Rage is on an out lap. We've got Atom. That's not Atom. That's Alexander, but he's not on a lap. Is it Kieran? No, he's invalidated.
He's just invalidated. I think he's coming in. I mean, I know he's done no practice because he's playing F2 with me about half an hour ago.
Yeah. Well, how do you know that, Jim?
Because I definitely was not playing F2 in the preview.
Anyway.
I definitely was not doing 5 laps.
Definitely not. 100% not. Let's see. Atom. Oh, Atom's validated. I don't know if he did that before and I just didn't see. Is that Partick just behind him? No, it's not. It's Sky Spider. Oh, I think Sky Spider's on a lap here. Indeed, he must be. I don't know if he's up on his time, though. Let's find out. As he comes round Stowe towards the final corners. No. There's a short answer to that, and it's that he's not on a lap.
A potential skill issue from Spider there.
Rage is on a lap, though. Rage is definitely on a lap.
Rage is quick. The ABS merchant himself.
He
Finds
really
his
is.
way through cops. Now into Maggots. No name.
Oh, and he's invalidated.
And Beckett's.
He's invalidated.
And then Chapel. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the
Oh, right, I see. I see.
Doing a bit of geography. Claver says he has DNA. He's defending.
It's not ideal for
champion.
Clever. Let's have a look at Partick, though. Because Partick's just started the flying run. I think this is the calm before the flurry of action and when everyone comes out of the pit lane to set their final flying laps. But there's a few drivers out of position here. Dub Turner down in P9. I think he could do better than that. I mean, I'm Rage down in P16 as well. He definitely can do better than that.
Oh! Michael's just done a 360.
Verstappen outlap. It's a Verstappen outlap.
Yeah. You've got to respect it.
Emulating his heroes.
I mean, Yeah, he's going very early. 3 minutes remain. He's going to cross the line to start his lap. I mean, the track evolution, you're probably going to find another 10th just by leaving it a little bit later. But here
Yeah.
it comes. Oh, who's that? That's a Ferrari in the way. It's Turner. Uh-oh, this might get frisky. Here we go. Oh, he's had a swapper, and I think that might have been... what's it
Turner hasn't got
called?
out of the way, has it?
Turbulence. Bit of turbulence potentially affecting Michael there.
He's
And I have a
backed
feeling
off.
he's going to be a little bit irritated by that distraction that he had in Sector 1. Potentially report it to the stewards. Well, it wasn't exactly the most malicious thing. Block. Well, no, it wasn't even a block. It was just like a... He was just there. Kind of in the eye line of the braking zone. It's just a little bit annoying.
I mean, look at them all coming out
Actually,
now.
rep-
A minute. Look at them all.
Oh, look at them.
I mean, they better hurry up,
Bless.
actually, some of them.
Yeah, they'll be alright. Oh, actually, not a good point. There's a Red Bull that's not moving. Sora. Oh, there he goes.
Who's the other one?
Two more. Got a game. Got a game. Oh no, got a game has come out. Wilson hasn't set a lap and remains in the pit.
Yes, he hasn't been able to get back into the lobby. We're going to have to restart the lobby for him.
Right. That's
So are we? Well, it depends, actually. He says we can leave him, basically. Just asking if he's
Okay.
sure about that.
fair enough. Rage. What's Rage saying? This game is so shit. It put me on a balanced setup when I rejoin. Oh no! A balanced setup.
No.
That does explain some of his funky lines through cops. Because I did look at it and he seemed he had a little bit too much downforce because he wasn't really. I mean, he just didn't look like he had that much minimum speed. So, oh, someone's dropped it. I
Well,
think.
Turner's the first one on a lap. Turner is the first one on a lap. Because his teammate Lone Retreat has invalidated and will start last. Unless he can get round to the line, which I think he could do. Actually, we'll find out. Look at the trains going into the final sector, though. Everyone is just about to start their flying laps. But Dub Turner is, of course, the first man. He's flying through cops on his way to what he hopes will be his first pole position in GRL. And his first attempt as he flies through Maggots and then through Beckett's. And then as he comes onto the Chapel curve and onto the Hangar Straight, he's 4/10 up on his Delta. That would put him straight into P2, but he needs to find a little bit more to try and usurp radius for that P1 time. Let's see, he keeps within the white lines on the exit of Stowe, which is very important. It can really ruin a lap there right at the end. Here he comes through the Vale chicane towards the line. Dub Turner, where's he going to put himself? Is it provisional pole? No, it's P2. P2 for him. Drazzy is just starting a lap time. I think that's TMS Sora to the line as well. As the light goes red. Is that Partick?
Spider.
It's
Here
not.
comes.
It's Spider.
Oh!
He goes 18 thousandths quicker than his rival. Michael Dale is coming to the line. He's a bit up as well, but he can't improve his position, and he stays in P9. Is that Atom going slowly? It is. He'll start P12 at best. Kiwi.
Radius.
It's not Kiwi. It's Radius down there. It is. And he's a tenth and a
He's a
half
tenth and
up
a half.
through the middle sector.
Oh!
Oh
He's
no!
missed it!
He's bottled it.
Oh my god! No wait. Oh no, Turner's not improving. I thought he was 5/10 up, but he's 8 seconds down.
He's
now. I'm not
absolutely
quite
bottled it. Radius has, in fact... Oh my word. Gibson to the line. Jumps up to P11. A good result from him. Rage has come around the final corner and set his first and only flying lap time. It's not looking healthy. Oh, it is looking healthy. It's P5, 27.1. If that's on a balanced setup, fair play. RMB Ford goes P9. Drazzy goes P5. 127 flat. And then we have got Kiwi coming around the final corner towards the line. He's going around the spin McLaren. He's only P14. 27.5. And we were saying before, the two race merchants find themselves in 14th and 15th. They've got to really hope they've got a race merchant on them today.
Oh, that's they're quite
That is
a ways
rough.
off, actually. Yeah. But to be fair, I mean, I know for a fact Kieran hasn't practiced, and he'll probably just race merchant his way into the top 10. So I don't think he's too stressed about a P14.
Yeah, neither.
This is really quick grid, so he might find it slightly more difficult today. 'cause a lot of these drivers in here are esport main teams. So, I mean, he's just an academy driver, I know, for BRT. So it will be interesting to see what a couple of these quote-unquote race merchants can do.
Yeah,
Spider takes pole.
he
Well, I got
does.
one part of it, my prediction right. He is on pole, but that's probably more to do with the fact that Radius bottled. Because I think Radius would have gone for a .6. Um, actually, potentially even into the .5, so maybe a high .5 if he got the final 3 corners right.
Well,
That is an excellent first quality.
when the standings come up, you can yeah. Can you take us through these quickly?
I mean, we've got Spider starting on pole. In the Aston Martin with the Seb helmet, he's a massive Seb fan and he'll be buzzing with that. He just about beats out Radius by just under 200ths of a second. Then Turner is in P3. He's not far behind, as is Sora and Wolf. And Wolf's only 2/10 off that pole time, and I can imagine it'll be a massive battle for the lead. We've got Drazzy in P6, Blade P7, Rage in P8 with a balanced setup. Got a Gaming in P9, B Ford in P10, Alex, Michael, Gibson. We've got the Ross drivers of BRT Kiwi and GRL at him now. He's not FGE anymore, I don't think. We've got Parting in P16, Wilson in P70, and Lone Retreat on the back row of the grid in his Ferrari car. Couldn't quite get a lap in at the end. But yeah,
Thank you for that.
It'll be an interesting race.
That gave me 30 seconds. Thank you.
It's alright.
Well then, where Ray says he's going to get swallowed up on the straights. Not ideal.
Yeah, he will get battered, I'm not going to lie. And of course, he might get away with it in quality, but having a bad setup in a race is a different
Who
matter.
was it
Oh,
that
it's
had?
a dry race.
Who was it that had the setup? In BBC, where on the straights they were absolutely rapid.
We do have some kamikaze pilots who run insanely quick straight line speed setups. There's tier 1. I think Luca runs low downforce setups quite often. I think he's someone that would do that. I think he did it at I not in BBC, but I know he definitely did it in IFC at Canada. There's a bit of ball knowledge for you. Luca ran a low downforce setup at Canada in IFC last season.
Well, thank you for that full knowledge that you've just imparted onto us.
You're welcome. I don't know. I think running a low downforce setup, I mean, does it harm the tyres sometimes? Because you have to push a little bit harder in the
Probably
high
a little
speed
bit.
corners. Yeah, I do prefer a low downforce setup though. I'm an understeer person myself. What about you? Understeer?
Well, I mean, I just like a very planted car, very planted. So probably a bit of understeer. No, oversteer.
Respect.
Oversteer.
Okay.
Get the car turning quicker. Okay. Yeah, oversteer. Oversteer. I'm over
Oversteer,
oversteer.
alright.
Yeah, thanks, Rage. Oversteer.
I never ran inverted. I hate oversteer setups. Respect.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't know, because sometimes I prefer, like, not inverted wings. If that makes any sense. Just depends, really.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Whatever
I know
mood
for-
I'm in.
Oh, shut up, man. No, that I know for a fact that most of my setups, they will probably not exceed 4 clicks difference between the wings. I'll usually keep them quite close together. And I suppose that does produce quite a lot of understeer. But I like it 'cause I just get a consistent performance out of the car that I can just manage.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So I often do quite well on a hard stint. as a result, because it's just I have one lap, and I'll just repeatedly do that lap after lap after lap, and I'll go between maybe a tenth and a half of it either way, quicker or slower.
Yeah.
I just like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's just very steady. I'm sure many of these people will be running setups with that type of profile. I think Kieran or Kiwi goes for a setup that keeps him fairly planted. I think he likes a steady rear end. I don't know many actually. I know the names in GRL, but I don't know their preference. I just don't know them that well. I mean, we've got Rages in sight. He doesn't
here we
like
go.
oversteer.
Oh, I want to close that.
Spider likes oversteer. I know that.
Yeah.
I think Spider likes a bit of oversteer.
Ooh,
He likes a
interesting
sharp front end.
strategies.
Let me get the tyres up. What we got? Oh, that's nice. Radius on a hard. Oh, we might live to regret that. I think Silverstone. Oh, I think I might have had a bit of ball knowledge come back into my head. Oh, Radius! Oh, Jesus Christ!
What's he? Is he spun it?
Just dropped it. Yeah, and he's reset to track. I don't know if that's a rule.
No, you can reset
This is
tracking.
pro-
No, that's fine.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, he's dropped
As long as
it.
you don't do it in the race. That's one thing. We will be watching resets track like a hawk. So if there is a resets track, I will write it down because this is my pet peeve.
It's not allowed now. I thought it was allowed. Last season.
Yeah, it's not allowed now. It was allowed, and now it's not.
Good. Radius is really sketchy on this formation. Jesus Christ. I don't really know what he's doing. He's overtaking everyone again. And not sure why.
That's so well. He doesn't need to, but as long as he doesn't cause contact, that should be okay. Us
Oh
like
my God,
that.
talking about that.
To be fair, I don't even know if that was his fault. I think, if honestly, that was just him reacting to Sora. Don't even think he was necessarily going for that move. But he's in place of safety car line 2, so it doesn't really matter. Everyone's happy.
Yeah. I think that hard strategy might be too big of a risk. I think I'm having a bit of ball knowledge come back into my brain, like I was saying earlier. I think the hards at the start of Silverstone can be a little... Oh, was that Saudi Arabia? I don't know. I can't remember if it's Saudi Arabia or Silverstone. Radius? What is that?
Well, he's been
There you
disqualified.
go. He screwed that up. I mean, as I say, that's an interesting radius into a grid slot.
Dear.
Yeah, there you go. The first bad pun of the GRL season. That's 1-0 to me. Loan a treat. Comes up to the back of the grid. Does he screw up the grid slot? No, he doesn't.
No. Well, this promises to be a fantastic season. And why would you go anywhere else as the lights come on for the start of GRL Season 3? The lights are gone and we're away for the start of a brand new season. Looks like it's good enough start from Sky Spider to cover off Radius, who comes across in front of Dub Turner and make sure that he can't find a way through. They're flying through in the background. Someone on the grass, I think there's been a spinner down there. Might have been, no, they've all got through there safely. To the inside goes, I think that's Blades on Horizon Wolf, and they're really trying to put the pressure on the McLaren driver, both of the Williams, but here they go round towards Aintree and down onto the Wellington Straight. Any moves to be made down this opening straight? I think the Sky Spider's got it covered. That's a car off. It's Michael Dale off. It's Michael Dale right off the track. And he's right at the back of the field now as Blades and RMB Ford are going at it side by side. Rage's got a cracking view. He's going to stick it up the inside of Blades, but Blades can hold it around the outside and keep it there. Got a Gaming and Alex are fighting it out there. Oh my word, they're nearly 2x2 through here. They are. Kiwi goes past Gibson. Is he going to try and make a move on Alex and Got a Gaming? Gibson has a great view of all of this, and you can see all three cars. Oh, there's a spinner. It's Blade spins around at the exit of Cops. And as they go towards Maggers and Beckett, is there any moves to be made through here? There shouldn't be, but it's on. Oh no, Got a Gaming, massive bit of oversteer, and he gets passed by Alex, he gets passed by Kiwi. Is Gibson going to come through as well? He's going to try and find a way down the inside. Oh, is he? Comes across, Got a Gaming as they come towards, oh no!
No, Got a Gaming's killed Kieran and Gibson. That is not good from God of Gaming. That is not good at all.
It was a bit iffy down the straight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna clip that one, I think. But we're gonna go back to the front momentarily.
Yes, we are.
Spider has pulled 1 second on radius.
Oh!
Turner down the inside. What a move from the Ferrari driver. Opportunistic, but here comes Radius on the back of him again. He's on the hard, but it doesn't matter. He's going to use the RS. He's going to go back on the Ferrari driver. I don't think he is.
No, he's biding his time.
Radius is called it.
He's somewhat protected with Sora behind him, I think, as well.
Yeah, this is Radius isn't actually in. He's in a great spot strategically, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But an early safety car would absolutely ruin his strategy. His safety car right now. Well, actually, it would put Sora and Radius in the mud. Oh!
Oh no!
There goes Radius. He's in the mud of Maggots and Beckett. He's nowhere.
Cops! It's Cops! It's not Maggots and Beckett yet. It's Cops.
Oh, Cops! Sorry, Cops. whatever you like.
Atom's found his way up to P8. Actually, let's have a quick look at the position changes while we're here. Atom is up 7 off the start. Lone Retreat up 6. Partick up 5. ROMB Ford up 4 as well. So there's very good starts for them. And the fact that Atom is on the hard, if he can stick with this front train, he's in a cracking position.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's putting on a really good race. Atom is how many positions? 7 positions, and he's on the hard compound tyre. He's in a train full of medium runners who were actually the quickest. They were the quickest in qualifying. So this will be very interesting to see what Atom can pull out of the hat in a potential second or third title charge. Could Atom find his way up into the 5 come the end of the race when he's on those fresh mediums?
It would be a hero story if he could.
Yeah, that would be a great turnaround. I mean, he started P15 on the grid, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
P15, and he's already up to P8.
This has been a great turn, and he's in DRS as well. Like, he's just driving so well right now. His line is consistent, his pace is consistent. He's extracting everything out of that Alpine. Yeah, Alex. Well, the other Alpine attacked by Partick, going round the outside of Maggots. Now that beautiful Partick actually brings a tear to my eye.
He's made it properly stick as well. But Alex will have the DRS down towards Stowe corner. Don't think he's going to be close enough. Is Lone Retreat close enough to try and line up a move? Not quite. Tell you who is though, Kiwi. Oh, he's going through Wilson's ghost cart.
In a bit, Wilson. A long day for Wilson. Wilson's AI using the battery at Stowe.
Oh, well, Lone Retreat and Alex are going side by side. Alex is defending the inside line. Lone Retreat has a massive snapper.
Great catch, actually.
Yeah, it was a very good catch. Oh, wide from Alex. I can see why he's picked up penalties. He's going to get more and more and more at this rate.
Has he got wing damage? No,
well, Alex.
Skill issue. Yeah, he's just having a
skill issue, I think.
Oh,
that's definitely a skill issue.
Over the show. He's not enjoying life in the hards, I don't think.
He's not. But again, Atom is second on that hard strategy.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see.
No, I know, but like, but look, off the lead, he's 5 seconds off the lead. Oh, he's just losing that train though. He needs to get inside that train. He needs to push that ERS button now, and he is. Has he got inside? Yes, he is. He's inside the DRS. Horizon Wolf is really attacking the back of Sora. He wants to get past the Red Bull hit. Not a great exit of Beckett's though through Chapel. Is he going to go for it? No, he's just not got enough. He's just not got enough towards Stowe.
Everyone's really burnt their batteries. There's not really much ERS saving.
It's quite interesting, that. Quite insightful.
I suppose. Oh, there we go. What's this? Horizon Wolf, P3. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, you've left. You've left. You've disconnected.
Oh, that's fine.
You've lagged out. You scared me. I was like, what's going on? It turned out nothing.
Wait, did he not go up into P3?
No, he didn't. That's just on your screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, spiders in a wall on my screen.
Oh dear. Right, I'll check with an invite. There you go.
Thank you. I got the you know the glitch where it puts you onto the winners menu thing.
Yes, no, it's that
It's
one.
like all
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
yeah, that one.
It's great to see that EA are fixing all
It's
these
fine.
glitches, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
Really gives you faith
it's
in this
great
game,
stuff.
doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's just been probably the worst game they've released in recent memory. I hate this game, and it happens to be the one I've spent the most time on. So
It's a good thing we're not sponsored by EA, isn't it?
yeah, I mean I would knock out someone in EA HQ for this.
Alex again, another 3-second penalty.
Another one. That is poor. I sounded like DJ Khaled, like I didn't even mean to. But that is.
Lone Retreat's well on the back of him
absolutely
at the moment. Lone Retreat is really pushing him down this hangar straight. Is he going to go for the move here? I don't know if he is. He's trying. He's using all of the battery to try and get alongside. He can't quite find it. He's going to dive down the inside at Stowe. Is he going to be able to keep it stick? Not quite. Alex is. Oh, he's squirming around him on the outside, but he's still got a nose into the inside of the Vale chicane, trying to get the switch back through towards Club Corner, the final corner on the racetrack. They go through there side by side, a little bit wide from Lone Retreat, but he takes the position, and that's P11 for the Ferrari. Cracking move there from Lone Retreat.
That's beautiful.
Oh, I thought Alex was trying to send it. Well, he was trying to send it down the inside. Village corner, but he wasn't able to make it. He's now on the attack against Lone Retreat. He suddenly found a kick of pace from somewhere. Oh, no, he hasn't. He's spun off. Same corner that he spun off last time.
Oh no. Are we
He's
still?
not moving as well. I don't know if he's trying to cause an intentional safety car. I hope he's not. No, he's moving again now.
I think that might have been rage. Oh, what's he doing?
I don't know, but he's moving again. It's unfortunate. What?
He's driving like he wants to put his Alpine in a wall. Oh no.
What's he doing?
This might be a potential deliberate DNF incoming.
Let's hope not. Atom, his teammate, is going past Rage though. Into Stowe for P7.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Rage, that was a bit. That wasn't really good from Rage. He stuck a nose in up the inside when Atom was already turning in. You just can't do that. I didn't see a great angle for it, but I hope there was no one at fault there. I hope that was just a racing incident. TMS Sora though is right on the back of Turner.
Just been looking at this. Turner looks like he's struggling a little bit.
He does.
He's taking some funky lines. Admittedly, I think Sora might try and go for the move soon. But when's the crossover period? Is it?
Lap
It might
10
be,
or
yeah.
so.
Oh, Alex veers into the pits. 5 seconds. I can imagine a retirement.
Yeah,
there
there
it
you
is.
go. Disappointing day in the office for him, but what about Blades and Kiwi? They're going side. Well, they were going side by side until Blades made the move, sticking towards Brooklyn's corner, and he's got up into P12.
Well,
They are
Kieran's
climbing
having a long
on the
day.
back of Turner here. Look at this.
Yeah, I think Turner's struggling a little bit. I mean, he's out of DRS. He's 2 seconds behind. Here comes Sora. He's going to go down the inside, heading into Stowe, and he's made the move before the corner. That is, I mean, I kind of expected it, to be honest. Turner does seem a little bit off the pace. No opportunistic dives. I think Turner's given this one up, and now he's got a rising wolf all over the back of him. This is turning from bad to worse for Turner. He is dropping
It is, yeah.
like a sack of spuds. I mean, it's not yet, but it's looming. Here comes a rising wolf. He's really close to the back of the Ferrari driver, heading through turn 2, 3, and 4. Oh god, I do feel bad for Turner. He is looking like a bit of a sitting duck right now. He doesn't have as much battery as the cars ahead.
But I do think if he
Actually,
can
no, he does.
keep in that DRS, he should be okay.
Yeah, I think now that he's safe, he might be able to get a run back on Sora as well. Because I think there's still a tyre advantage. Sora has a little snapback out of what's it called? Brooklands.
No, Luffield there.
Luffield. Yeah, there's a medium tyre compound advantage. I can see it going through Cops. It's not done yet. Turner might have another
I can see 3 wide here. I'm going to be honest with you. I can see 3 wide. Yeah, Rising Wolf's got a cracking exit on Turner here. He really has. He's set him up an absolute treat as they go down towards Stowe Corner. He is gaining on Sora. They've got enough as they go towards Stowe. Not quite. He's trying to set him up, though, for the inside line for the run towards the Vale chicane. He's got a cracking run out of there. Is he going to be able to go right around the outside? Got his tap... Oh, he's not got his tap shoes on. And he can't go around the outside. But Drazzy's there. Drazzy is sniffing like a shark with blood in the water. Oh, Kiwi has spun around.
Kieran Thomas. Baby. Kieran Thomas. Whoa. He's down to P17. What a wash driver.
Look at this. They're so close between P2 and P6. Well, P3 and P6. Sora's driven away from Turner here at the moment. But the gaps are so close between them. And Atom is just, you know, he's sitting behind, but he's watching what's going up in front of them and just thinking, you know, he might be able to make the moves. In the chat, a co-owner is saying he's no longer racing, which is fantastic. He will be racing next week, so don't you worry. I will do everything I can to force him. Archie says Div 5 is Archie, who won? Who won Div 5?
They've already finished.
They've already finished. Well, 1 hour 18, or well, because they started at 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay, okay.
The reason we've done this is that those drivers now can have a look at the Div 1 stream, because that was requested by a few people, and that's why we moved the time back.
Fair play. This is a great race so far, actually.
It is. It's one of those that are more. It's not necessarily move making, but it's strategic. Oh dear!
Horizon Wolf drops out of the final corner, and that's him down behind his teammate, behind Radius. Yes,
he'll be behind Lone Retreat, and maybe Partick as well. Here comes Partick. No, we'll have just about enough on him.
Yeah, but the tyres. I think Partick might go for this. Is he going to dive down this side? No, he doesn't. He waits behind the Horizon Wolf for now. But these top 5, they've just been bottling one. It's like one at a time.
One after the other, yeah.
Radius
and Horizon Wolf is gone.
Wolf spun.
Yeah.
Who else? I think Blade spun at one point. It's just been a bit. It's been lots of skill issues, and Sky Spider's pulled that 3 seconds as a result. Or 3.1 now.
It is nice to see that all the drivers are within a sector of each other. No one's really even with spins. They've stayed relatively within the trains, which is nice because it means that it's not just drivers here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, I think Beeford has just picked up a warning.
Well, Drazzy, is he going for it? Oh, I thought for a second he was going. He had a look.
Yeah.
He had more than a horoscope.
Here comes Tyler into the pits. He's the first one to bite.
Oh, and so is Ford as well. Rage as well.
Yeah.
This is the thing I found, because we've done a lot of practice races, and we will do for every single race. Ronnie the Donny one did 5, by the way. We've had a lot of practice races, and it's interesting because the mediums have seemed to die if you start on them early, lap 9, lap 10, and then it's a long, hard stint. But if you can extend that hard tyre to about lap 15 or so, that medium will be fine to the end. Atom's left the session. Get him in. Invite Atom.
All right.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I can't see him not be in the session. Why wouldn't it let me there? There you go.
He did the same for me.
He really needs to get back in. Oh no, I don't want him to lose too much time. I don't. He's doing so well.
Yeah, he joined back quite quickly, actually.
He did.
He's now 2.4 seconds behind, and this only aids Sky Spider. Everything's just going his way right now.
Well, I mean, you say that, but again, Sora's only 3 seconds off, and he will have that tyre advantage. I think Aston's back in his car.
He will.
Yes, he is.
But I don't know. It's just even on old medium, Sora isn't really cutting into cutting into Spider's advantage. I mean, it stayed from about 3 seconds to 3.2 for the past lap and a half. I mean, the way that people have been boxing off those mediums, you'd expect them to start cutting in.
I think I've got a visual glitch here. It's saying that ROB4 this has gone to a hard tyre that's 10 laps old. I think it must be a visual glitch.
Yes, that should be a glitch. Oh no.
Well, Horizon Wolf and Drazzy are in.
He stayed on those hards.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He what? No, but he was on the medium, wasn't he? Yeah, he was on the medium and then pitted onto the hard.
Yeah, but if you look at the race director, he's only
No, but he was on the medium.
Oh no. Are we about to see a disqualification? Oh no.
No, on mine. On mine. Where is he? No, on mine. Oh yeah, it says he hasn't done a pit stop.
I don't know what's going on. Is this? No. Oh no! Don't tell me it'll disqualify him.
I hope not.
Oh, Sora's cutting into Spider's advantage.
He is. It's that tyre.
Seconds.
That tyre's now going off on Sky Spider. I mean, look, he's eating. He's having a meal.
Yeah, he is taking a nice chunk. That's 4/10 this lap. Spider's surely going to pit now. I think it's time. He's done everything he can on that medium. Surely the Aston Martin driver pits. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
And TMS Sora will take the lead of the race.
I think Spider messed up his braking point there. He seemed to take quite a while to get into the pits.
Delta, I believe, has just won the Division 2 race, so he's got off to a good start as well.
Delta the one?
Delta, codename Delta.
Okay.
Well, yeah, look at everyone.
Excellent one.
Where does Sky Spider come actually? Is that God of Gaming and Gibson? Yes, it is, going side by side, and Gibson's gone through on God of Gaming, down that main straight. Wilson is going to go through, and Kiwi is going to come out right about side by side. Well, not quite side by side, a little bit ahead. It was good old friend Sky Spider, who's got a lead on Turner.
Yeah, 5.2 seconds. I mean, that will come down with tyre warm-up, but yeah, there you go, 4.5. I can imagine this dropping to about maybe 3. I don't know, 2.8.
That kind of range, I reckon.
It's the hard. Yeah,
they do take a while to coax into life, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, he's dropping time on Kieran. Kiwi, sorry. I keep calling him Kieran. You can call him Kieran. Nobody knows his name. I'm just going to call him Kieran. That's Kiwi, everyone. And despite it on poor tyres, is matching Kieran's pace. Oh, long day. I mean, to be fair, Kieran is an old tyre.
Oh, Sora's pit.
Sora?
That's early. Hard? That's early, I think. He might be able to get it there, but I think that's early.
Take advantage of the medium. It's just going to drop off and the hard will become...
But the best thing about that news is that FGE Atom leads the British Grand Prix! Oh, God of Gaming! Nearly spun, and I don't know how we didn't.
I mean, that's the skill of these Tier 1 drivers. They can keep it planted on the track.
Turner, Drazzy and Ford are still together.
Wait, what's this? Jim's track guide?
Oh, I've seen this, yeah.
Jim's Kiwi. What's this?
Jim, can you give us a track guide quickly? Just give us a track guide.
A track guide? Okay.
I don't know what that means. Just talk about Silver.
Well, we're going to go on board with Michael, I suppose, because he's... Well, I have to follow him. We come through the first couple of corners. It's a difficult corner to get right if you're on old tyres. I don't know what it's called, but it's difficult. You can sometimes drop it. That comes through turns 3 and 4, I think these are.
Lone retreat, by the way. Sorry, carry on. You'll see him right here.
Lone retreat, he's dropped it. Sorry, everyone, I'm doing my track guide. And he's into the first DRS straight of the lap. He's now heading into... I know they're
Brooklands.
Luffield. Brooklands and Luffield. Here we go. Brooklands and Luffield. He fires his Red Bull out of Luffield. And now we're going to come up to the famous Cops corner, where Red Bull and Mercedes love to come together and crash. He fires it through Cops. Gets it nailed. Lovely stuff from Michael on a 1 lap old medium tyre. Now it comes up into Maggots. No name. No name. Beckett. And Chapel. Second DRS straight. But he's not in DRS range of parting up ahead in the Aston Martin. We're coming into Stowe, where NRX Flint, Spider's at the fastest lap for the Grand Prix. Horizon Wolf puts him a 3-second time coming. Anyways, coming through Stowe, where you can have a skill issue every now and again if you don't get the throttle right. And into the final couple of corners. Difficult ones if you're on pads, I know that for sure. And you can very easily spin through here. We've seen a couple of people do it so far. And that is a lap of Silverstone.
Let's go on board with Drazzy. No, sorry, Sky Spider, who's right on the back of Kiwi.
Horizon Wolf, dead! Oh, no.
In the pit lane. Spider's past Kiwi though. Spider's past Kiwi into Brooklands and Lovefield. FGE Atom is on fresh mediums. He's come out 2 seconds behind this train of Turner, Drazzy and B Ford. They're so close together here. This has contact written all over it. Sora is 1.2, 1.3 seconds off of your race, or your net race leader Sky Spider here as well. This is really turning out to be a cracking race here.
This is ramping up. I have a feeling. Oh, Radius pits off the hard compound tyre.
Gibson will surely follow the AI there.
Yeah.
Drazzy, does he have enough? Oh, Drazzy has more than enough to try and take Dub Turner towards Stowe, and he takes him easily as they fly through there. Careful not to extend, lads, and they have done quite well there. Oh, but I thought B was going to go into the back there.
Yeah, I thought the same. He came very close.
Sora,
spot on.
Sora got past Kiwi and is now within DRS range of Sky Spider.
This will be a very interesting last 10 laps, but he's boxed so early off of those hard tyres. It's going to be a very difficult final 5 laps for Sora. Can he keep the mediums working? Can he keep fighting Spider? Spider very nice on his tyres, I know that for sure. So Sora's going to have to do some excellent early laps and really extract everything he can out of these mediums and then go into tyre saving mode.
We really do have a cracking battle for the points. From Drazzy down to Radius, it's only about 5 seconds. And then if you include, actually, let's have a look. From Sky Spider down to Radius is 9 seconds, covering the top 9.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Fantastic. Sora is really on the back of Sky Spider here.
Oh, this I feel like they'll overtake this brewing. Oh, yep, look at that hard tyre compared to the medium. Sora's flying, he's coming out of Chapel, 170 miles an hour, 190 miles an hour. Here he comes for the race lead. Sora gone up the inside into Stowe, and he's got the lead from Sky Spider, but Spider fights
Meanwhile,
back. Oh, almost drops it.
Meanwhile, they're going 3 wide nearly at Stowe. It's Turner making the move on Drazzy. Ford's there as well. Atom's there as well. They're all going towards the Bell chicane. Atom's sniffing around. There's 3 cars directly in front of him, battling it out. Oh, I think there's a bit of a lag there, and he's found his way up. Has he got a bit of a run? He won't want to go for a move to the inside of turn 1. Batchley Blaze is redeemed. Oh no, he's out of the session. No!
I'm getting him back, I'm getting him back.
Get him back. Oh no. Ford though and Turner going side by side into turn 3. Ford's got the inside line. Turner dances around the outside though, and he gets back to the inside. Rage now is having a look at the both of them, and Drazzy again is still not far in front. Kiwi is still somehow in P3. He hasn't pitted yet. Here he goes though, Ford to the inside of Turner in towards Brooklands, but Turner's kept it going. Oh, a little bit of contact. That was all fairly done though. That was all fairly done in my eyes. Rage and B4 though, side by side. Rage has got the inside line, and Rage takes P6. Oh my word, this is a cracking race. Atom's thankfully back in his car already, and he's back on the back of this train of 5.
Those medium tyres looking fired up. Look at them. He's flying. He's absolutely.
Oh, Rage! Oh my god, he so nearly hit the back of Dub Turner there.
He's flashing.
Kiwi's just blue flag. Oh, puncture. B4's not got a puncture. He's going up the inside of I've got the wrong camera angle. There we go. B4, has he got him? No, he hasn't. Dub Turner's defended. There's so many cars here. This is lap 17 of a non-safety car race, and there are 6 cars. 6 cars within about a second and a half of each other. This is insane. If this is anything to go by for the rest of the season, you will not be wanting to do anything else with your Monday evenings. Here comes Atom on Rage to the inside of turn 3. Has he been able to make a stick? A little bit of contact. No!
Oh no! He's round! Oh no! He's round. Atom's round.
Ah.
Oh no! Disaster. Well, that's one down.
Oh, I think he had a little bit of oversteer and then got tapped by Radius, who could do nothing.
Yeah, it's a poor collision model once again.
Funny thing is, he'll catch back up to these guys, I think.
Yeah.
Gives him the tyre advantage.
It's so quick. The medium is so quick right now. He's absolutely flying. Radius, I'm sure, will be on the back of them soon as well.
Platt, while I've got a minute, how was your race,
final.
Platt? Just quickly, just put it on the chat. Sorry, right, I was just, it was the only moment I could say something without actually having to shout at whatever's on the TV. Oh, bless him, Kiwi. Kieran Thomas down there in last. Here comes B4.
On the soft tyre. He's getting in here. No
Surely.
doubt, mine,
Outside line for B4. Is he going to be able to hold it all the way around? Stowe. He's trying to. He's still there.
God.
This is fantastic racing. To the inside they go. Into Vale. Oh.
They not collided.
This is fantastic. Fantastic racing.
Yeah, this is still great. Like, compared to last season, this is still brilliant. I don't know what it is with GRL drivers and just being able to do beautiful drives. At Silverstone, 2 people have just picked up 3-second time penalties.
There's
Michael,
a train for 5 for 10th as well.
Kiwi.
We haven't focused on it because we've been doing all the front guys, but there's still a train of 5 for 10th.
Yeah, that tells you everything you need to know about how good this race has been. Gibson, though, no penalties in P14 and could potentially pick up the last points paying position. Have a look at the chat.
Platt says he could have got a podium, and that's why he's in Div 2. Absolute goat. Right, Atom's on the back of Radius. Radius may have some wing damage here. He doesn't appear.
Oh, what's that?
Oh no! Oh, he's held it. I don't know how he's managed that.
Who's that?
Atom. It's Atom.
Oh, he's having a skill issue.
I think it's because he tried to go for the move on Radius and just spun it.
Oh, Atom. I'm sad.
He is still on for points, though. He's still on for points.
Yeah. He should be alright. Radius would have been in an excellent position, but he's got no ERS to play with, and he's in 7th. He's 3.7 seconds behind Rage. It's just not been a great day for Radius, unfortunately for him.
No.
So, not crucially, we haven't really touched on this at all. The Sky Spider stayed within DRS.
Yeah, I literally noticed that and had a quick look at the ERS of both of them.
They've got nothing. They've both used everything in the tank. Sky Spider PBing by 1/10 of a second there in Sector 1. So it's not done yet. The battle for the lead is only going to draw closer. Come the final couple of laps, Spider. Really caught up on the curbs there of Luffield, I think. Fire through cops. Oh, Kiwi 5. That's going to be DNF. Yep, there it is. There
We've
goes
still got
Kiwi.
14 drivers. Of course, Wilson is not actually real.
Yeah.
B4. We will have a quick look at this battle back here for P10.
Spider's picked up a double warning, I think. That's interesting. I'm quite sure how legit
Partick takes a 3-second penalty. Yeah, Radius apparently has damage from Atom. That makes some more sense. To the inside, B4, he's trying it. He just can't find a way past.
He'll get by. Look at that ERS difference. It will bite them eventually. Turner will eventually run out of battery. He starts trying to attack Drazzy when it. I don't know what the expression is without the word. When shit hits the fan, Turner is going to be. He's going to be in a spot of bother without the ERS advantage that B4 has. I think B4 might have P4 wrapped up if he keeps it. Actually, look at the tyres. B4 hasn't pit.
No, he has. Remember
the
this.
tyre thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember now. This is confusing. He thought has pit everyone, but the game doesn't think he has. Interesting, I know.
That was a good quick 10
Spider's
check,
only
actually.
5 tenths behind Sora. The gap is closing.
It
Are
is.
those mediums starting to fall off? Spider pitted on lap 9. There are still 5 laps to go. And Sora has to do a mountain drive. I don't know what you call it. A mountain of a drive to keep those mediums in a window where he can fend off Spider. There is no real ERS advantage in the Red Bull camp. 3 tenths now. The battle for the lead is closing. The tyres are reaching a crossover period where the medium tyres are probably looking at 30 to 40%. The mediums are falling off. The hards is becoming the better tyre. Is that Radius? What's happened there? Radius lost the position. Long day.
I've
Oh,
quick look at
that's
that actually,
Atom on
because
the back of
Atom's there
Radius.
as well, yeah. Third time he's tried to get, well actually no, it's the third time that these two have been this close to each other. Keep on ball with this because the others don't seem like they're going to be making moves too soon. But they might be, we just can't tell. But Atom has lost a bit of time off the back of Radius there, but look, he's gaining all the time because of the lack of front wing, I think, on that Mercedes car.
You can really see it. Look, he's just stalling. He's practically like put the handbrake down in a couple of these corners. He's really dragging through. He's not having a good time. Does it help his straight line speed? I don't think so.
He's got to go around the outside at Luffield. Outside at Luffield.
Oh, he's gonna do it! Oh, he's gonna go all the way around the outside. Can't quite make it. Will he dive into Cops? Here we go. And Mercedes on the outside. And Alpine potentially on the inside going into Cops. No move for Atom. But look at that!
Radius.
Oh, Radius, that's curtains. That's P8 there for Atom. A free position, there you go.
He just needs to take it down the straight.
Yeah.
He should be able to do it
Oh,
if he
look
gets
at
the
the
run,
Max
yeah. He
Beckett.
should surely get the
He's
run.
going to get it done through Chapel.
Michael Dale is on the back of them now as well, actually. Here he comes on Radius as well. He's going to go to the outside line towards Stowe. And he's...
It's close, squeaky bum time.
Yeah, but he's got that very nice move. Very nice move indeed.
That's beautiful driving.
We'll go back up to this battle for P4. Turner and Ford within a tenth of a second of each other.
Oh my god, he's going to have a look.
He's going to go for the inside.
Oh.
He made us all think there.
Yeah. See, I've seen 2 lines into that corner. I don't know what it's called. There's one where it's like a really janky village. Yeah, it's a janky village line, and some people take a really smooth line. It's interesting. Spider.
That's massive.
That's curtains.
Well,
wins.
Sora. Have a look at the penalties for Sora actually quickly. Warning, sorry.
He's got nothing.
He's got nothing.
He's got nothing. I
Check
checked
again.
earlier. I checked.
Check again. He might have picked up 2 somewhere.
No warnings.
Oh, got a gaming. Maybe he's had a bit of contact with Radius and Gibson. Is Gibson in his car? I think he is. I think Gibson's found a way back in his car, which is nice.
It was Wilson that was the one that wasn't in his car, though, right?
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Oh, B4! B4
Oh
and
my
Turner!
God.
B4 to the inside of Turner into Stowe! He's got the move done for P4! Turner's got no reply towards Vale. And it's P4 for the Alfa Romeo driver. Now he's going to chase after his esports teammate Drazzy for that podium position. And I don't think they're going to get much further than that.
I haven't heard of RMM. Is that a PC?
Neither. Oh, Turner! Turner picks up a penalty. Radius has retired in the pit lane. Too late for a safety car anyway.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. Do you know what? That it's a blunt end to what is a great race for the lead. It's a shame.
Yeah,
but
it is a shame.
Spider did pick up a double warning. It was done on lap 17. His 5th lap of his hard stint. A penalty plus 2 warnings. Yeah, that's curtains for Spider, I think.
Well, he's on a penalty plus 2 warnings.
This is penalty plus 2 warning. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Right, I see.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Stuff might get removed, or they could stay. I think Spider might be on 4 warnings though in total, whereas Sora is on 0. So a bit of a skill issue there for Spider today with the warnings.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens to the best of us. Silverstone can be a challenging track. Is Ron Watts, Jim? Oh, I was just asking. Is it a PC esports team? I've never heard of Rom before, but I assume they're good because Drazzy and B Ford seem absolutely on it.
Well, hello,
P3 and
Sky
4
Spider going for it. Oh! Well, we joined that at an interesting moment there.
Do you reckon Spider has an illegitimate penalty?
I don't know.
Really
well, have a look.
attacking
Have a
it.
look. After his penalty, how many warnings has he got on the counter?
Oh, that might be another one for Spider.
Yeah, I was
though.
about to say, I was just thinking that as well.
Yeah, it is. It is another warning for Spider.
Right, so he
He
can't get
has-
that removed then.
No, it will be a legitimate penalty. 2 warnings on lap 17. A penalty plus 2 warnings on lap 23, so that will be 4. He's now on 5 warnings on lap 25 of 26.
Right then,
Out of 26.
we're about to start the final tour of the Silverstone circuit. Sora leads Sky Spider, who lead the rest by a distance. Michael is getting past Atom. She's
And
made
it'll be
4.
for nothing. So
Yeah, for P8, but that penalty will cost him the position anyway.
long day.
The battle for P3 has been long fought, but Drazzy looks like he may come out on top in it.
He's just really excellent driving, I think, from lots of these drivers here. They've just been absolutely on it. All race long.
Oh,
Just the
Atom, no!
consistency, I think.
No!
Oh, Atom, for Christ's sake.
He
That's
finds
a long
himself
day.
last of the runners. Sky Spider is all over the back end of TMS Sora. He wants to win this on track. Who can blame him?
Respect.
Will he get enough of a
Stand on
run
track,
though
stand on
out of Chapel? No. He won't. It's not going to be enough.
Oh.
As they come down towards Cop's Corner, Rage picks up another penalty. That might cost him a
That's a
position
Blade.
to Blades, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see them.
if Blade can keep him.
As they come towards the Vale Chicane, it has been a valiant effort from both of these drivers. But for both of the debutantes, there could only be one winner. And for the first time in his career in GRL, Sora wins in Silverstone. He takes the championship lead right off the bat. Sky Spider finishes in second place. And it'll be Drazzy who takes him a very well-deserved P3. Ford P4 and Turner P5, Rage P6. He's just about going to hold on, I think, to Blades. He does 73 thousandths of an advantage.
Oh God, what's this for P9? Oh, this is disgusting. What is that? Lone Retreat and Gibson. Disgusting driving
I missed that.
in the final. They just banging wheels. It was rank.
Oh, and they both
And-
spun.
Oh, oh no.
But what I mean, I didn't see that, but apart from that, what a race that was.
Yeah, that was excellent stuff. Lone Retreat is your driver of the day. There you go. That was a great race. Batsy agrees in the chat. Great racing all over the grid. I do agree. It's just been it's Silverstone. I expected it to provide, and it did exactly that. So another GRL Silverstone, another great race.
Oh,
And
definitely.
new race winners, new podium sitters, new faces. This is exactly what I wanted to see out of season 3.
Oh, 100%. It was the winner of this race was TMS Sora.
Good drive, actually. No warnings.
No, exactly. I should get that off.
Weird
I've got a message
strategy
from
as
Atom.
well.
What's the message from Atom? Invite to party, please. You can, of course, my good sir. We'll also invite TMS Sora and Sky Spider.
Love to see it.
But there you go. Jurassic P3, Ford P4, Turner P5, Rage in P6, with Michael in Rage in P6, Blaze in P7, Michael P8, Got a Game P9 and Lone Retreat, provisionally rounding off the points. Actually, Lone Retreat rounding off the points by 0.03 of a second to Atom. That's unfortunate. Gibson P12, Partick P13, and then the rest. Wilson didn't get in his car, and then Radius, Kiwi, Horizon Wolf, and Alex are DNFs.
Long day.
Well, that was a cracking race. That really was. I haven't, already one race into the season, and we've already got fantastic racing. For the win, for 10th, for the podium. I mean, that was an all-round cracking race. Have you got? I mean, while I get
Even for the win.
Yeah, exactly. While we get this ready, Jim, any standout moments from that race?
Oh, that's actually a really hard question. Stand up moment from the race. I mean, I've got to say the battle for the podium position when they were like tandeming through the entire first, second, and third sector on I think it was for like 5 to 10 laps. They were all behind one another, and they were just tandeming right through all of the corners, battling for that one position.
Yeah,
I quite enjoyed that. That was beautiful racing.
Can you invite Sky Spider back again? Because he seems to have left. Actually, I'll make it. Oh no, I don't want the party over. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to. I'll make it. Oh, there he is. Anyway, it's back in. Spider's in. Perfect. And we can. We can't, of course, talk. Actually, I'll let you do this bit, Jim. But we, of course, can't talk to P3. Actually, we'll start with Atom. Start with Atom.
We can. He's got an Xbox account.
Oh, has he? Oh, amazing. Let me find him. ROM. Jrazzy. Well, Atom, we'll come to you first anyway. Because, yeah, Jim, you can ask the questions, but I mean, I feel really bad for Atom.
Atom, mate, what happened? That was a bit of a... I don't know what you'd call it. It wasn't the best of races.
Well, I think it was... Standards were very good, but I got the bad parts of it. It was a good race. Started on the hard. The host glitch was working perfectly once more. Came together with Rage, but then the first time that was all fine. Then I pitted on the mediums and was pretty much in the run for P3. Was going down the inside of Rage into the loop, I think that was. Then he turned in. Don't know what it looked from his point of view, but yeah, he just spun me around. So from then on, top 6 were gone. What happened then? Then I was side by side with Radius, the exit of cops. He swerved to the right, spun me off. Thanks to no ABS, I could save it. Was fighting back past Radius and close to Blade. And with Michael, I locked up. Lone Retreat went into the back of me and lost me another 10 seconds. And now I hope that I at least have a point. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy that I think the pace was quite okay today. So I'm not completely off pace in the race pace. But yeah, was hoping for more. But anyways, congrats to Sora, Spider, and Jrazzy.
Fair play, man. I mean, yeah, you considering you were on the hards at one point, you were just keeping with that medium pack all the way up to the lead. I think you were only 5 seconds off the lead and on the better strategy. But,
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and they all
It's
fight a
unfortunate how it
bit.
went.
And the Rise and Wolf spun as well, and yeah, was going quite okay. But then yeah, just a bit unfortunate. But bad luck is now out of the way for this season, so 20 good races upcoming.
I doubt that, but fair enough. I can expect a couple more.
Blind optimism.
Races badly. Yeah, that's a lot of optimism for 20 rounds. Fair enough.
I'm now 1 point, I think, ahead of Ginger Ninja, so that's good.
Did you finish in the points?
But he didn't race.
No, but
Ninja.
you finished 11th.
Yeah, but surely Lone Retreat will get a penalty.
I didn't see that, to be fair. Oh, hello. Gibson's taking a video of it.
He got hit.
Oh, wait, I saw that. I see that now. But yes, well done. Well done. On what could be points at him. We'll move on to... Oh, I feel bad. I'm sorry, I'm taking over. Sorry. You can carry on, Trim.
No, mate. Honestly, it's fine. But,
I'm just an
who
autopilot.
did finish third?
Drazzy. It was
Drazzy,
Drazzy. Of course it was Drazzy. Of course it was Drazzy.
Mate, look, there's a lot going on in that race. Cut me some slack. There was like 5 battles at once in the last like 3 laps. But no, mate, it was an excellent drive, and you are on the podium for the first round. Can you talk us through that race, mate?
Yeah, it was started 6th, I think. Not the best of qualies. I invalid my second to last round, so the last one had to be the one. I was a bit cautious into Maggots and Beckets, which cost me like at least a 10th, so maybe I could have been top 5. But apart from that, yeah, the race was good, trying to stay out of trouble. And then it was just trying to push as much as I could, trying to go for the overcut. And I did overcut Turner, but it got me right back after because his tires were warmer. But after that, I got him back, and then it was just trying to stay out of trouble and not get any warnings or penalties.
Yeah, fair play. I think, did you finish the race with a penalty, or...
Nope.
It was no pens, right?
No.
Nope. Only Turner got one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I do remember. Did you pick up any warnings at all?
One on lap 22 in turn 1.
Fair.
Got too much on the inside
That's
curve.
some knowledge. Fair play.
You can tell you can tell that you're watching that closely if you remember exactly when and where you got that one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I turn 1 is just, you don't expect to cut it, I think, sometimes, and get a warning. But
Yeah, it's just such a weird corner because it's flat out. But
Yeah.
the way you steer into it, it's like so quick. If you miss it, you go wide. So it's really close for getting a warning every time.
yeah, in F2 cars, I always overshoot it and then get a warning on, like, you know when like you overshoot the first turn and then you end up like onto the curb and onto the grass. I always
Yeah.
do that in F2 cars, but F1 no, I don't think you do as much. But fair play,
I'm not
man.
F2 cars.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, well done, mate. You are
Thank
on
you.
the podium for the first round of the season. Are you gonna try and go for that title? It's a good start. You got title hopes on the...
It's the first time racing in Tier 1, so I still need to know how everybody races, who is the
Yeah.
fastest, but it's looking good at the moment. So we'll see. If I have the chance, I'll definitely go for it.
Okay, mate. Well, I hope to see you up there throughout the season. Great start, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
P3. On to P2. And the washed man himself is Sky Snyder. He picked up
Thank
a
you,
couple
Jim.
of pence.
What car
mate.
is by Alpha? I was gonna go to the Mercedes car because I'm so used to Sky Spider being in the Mercedes.
Spider, it was unfortunate. You were on pace. The strategy ended up against you in the end because obviously Sora was on the hard medium, but you were within a 10th of him on the final lap. But obviously he had that penalty. Can you talk us through that race? Because he had a great qualifying, but the race was a bit sporadic. It seemed.
Yeah, well, I just need to ask something before we start. Was I lagging at all in
No.
the race for any of you? No?
Well, not for
Okay.
us.
Nah,
No?
not on the
Couldn't
comms.
see you.
You were on Turner said on his screen he was D. You were with him at the second stint, but he was like 5 seconds behind you. I don't know if that's a problem on his part, but
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, as you said, Jim, this strategy was kind of against me today. Obviously, that's no other fault on my own. I thought I'd go for a risky strategy just to kick off the season and see how it worked, because you don't really have much to lose in the first race. Everyone's fighting for whatever points they can muster early on, and there's 20 races after this, so I wasn't too bothered about losing the win today. I wanted to try something new, something different. I think Sora had a brilliant race today. He had great pace on both sets of tyre. You know, he's with me all the time, and he eventually put me in my place in the second stint. I felt like we had good pace today, but yeah, the strategy just didn't work out, and I'll have to learn from that for next race. I have to try something different. Consistency was pretty good, apart from the track limits, but I'm just going to put that down to me pushing a bit too hard, trying to even stay with Sora on the hards. I was happy with quality as well. That was quite nice. But yeah, things to take home a win, and just hoping to be on the podium consistently now.
Yeah, fair play, man. I mean, you were definitely in it for the win. It was just unfortunate with the penalties, but I'm sure the tracks. I hope you and Sora seem to be the standout drivers today. I mean, all your other competition just seem to spin themselves away. But on pace and consistency, you two seemed up there. Will this be a sign of things to come? Will it be a championship duel, do you think?
Well, I don't know yet, because I know there was a couple of people missing today. I don't know whether they thought the league was even going on or decided not to show up, but we haven't really seen everyone in the paddock, and we haven't really seen the full pace of everyone yet. You know, it's obviously the first race, and some people are just going to try and build up over the season, so I'm not going to make any early predictions or anything, but I think if we continue the pace that was shown today throughout the race and the consistency as well, I think we have a good shot at least fighting for third place in the championship.
Fair play, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. You seemed on it today, and I'm sure you'll be on it through the rest of the season, as you always are. You always seem to be up there, regardless of the track. Yeah, Mr. Consistency across the championship. But
Thank you, mate.
Regardless of the pens that you unfortunately picked up, it was still an excellent drive. So well done for the P2. Man. It was solid.
Thank you. Well done to Sora as well on the win. Really good drive.
Sora put on a good show. You both put on a great show. It was really fun to watch. But
Well, let's come on to
Wait,
Sora.
what about me, man? God.
of course, Chazzy. Don't worry, mate. You've had your interview, mate. Okay, we're gonna move on. Thanks, Spider. We're gonna move on to Sora, our race winner. Are you here, Sora?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Okay.
Amazing.
Excellent race. You didn't pick up a single warning, I don't think, across that entire race. You seemed completely on it. You got the strategy right. Your pace was completely sublime. I think definitely deserving winner today. Can you talk us through your race, please?
Thanks. It was a good race. Strategy-wise, I think I got it wrong, if I'm being honest. I think I took the hards not far enough. I don't think I took... The mediums were dead last few laps. And I kept making little mistakes, costing me a few tenths. I thought one lap was going to get him outside the 1 second. Make a mistake, he got 4 tenths back on me. It just kept on creeping in. It was more long speed corners. I just kept on. The inputs were fucking up a little bit. Other than that, at least I didn't spin. That is one of the main things I need to do, is not spin. And and I did that. No, good race between me and Spider. That was good. I've never raced him before, I don't think. So, yeah, a good first time.
Yeah, fair play, man. Do you struggle with spins at all?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the
you ain't-
time. All the freaking time. Like I can sign between third, fourth, and fifth gear. There's something I have not figured out yet, and I just keep doing it. And it's going to happen a lot this season. I don't expect to win the championship purely because I spin so much. So
I
I'm just saying
respect
it
it.
now. I stand in qualifying. It's just a thing. There's a throttle problem with me. So I
I
need to.
relate to that one. I relate to
Yeah.
that.
I just need to figure out what's going wrong.
Okay, man. But
We'll get there.
you did win today. You didn't spin. There you go.
No,
You didn't
that's
spin
true.
and you won.
I showed what I can somewhat do when I don't spin. Yeah.
Do that 20 more times and you have the championship in your hands.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Alright, well done today, man. You
Thank
win,
you.
and you got no pens and you didn't spin. Excellent drive. Good start.
Yep.
Anyways, Atom, sorry. Dara.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any-
Mate. You know, you've only spent the last 2 hours with me. That's fine. Just
Shut up, man.
Right, well, yeah, but
Jim's
I-
had a bit of a Joe Biden moment.
Shut
he
up,
has.
Spider.
He has. Well, yeah.
Sleepy Joe.
Sum up. Yeah, but, I mean, well done, Sora. I mean, you've swanned in, and you've absolutely played a blinder there. Jim was saying that he fully expected Spider to win, and you've proved Jim wrong, which is always a good thing. So
I'm
well
sorry,
done.
so-
So yes, well done.
It's alright.
If you're watching the stream, thanks to Nominus, because the graphic's up on stream, who made this graphic in about 5 minutes. She's an absolute
Respect.
legend. So I got it up on stream. But yeah, well done Sora, well done Sky Spider, well done Drazzy. I mean, all three of you first podium. And I am very much looking forward to the season ahead. But all three of you, I'll start with Drazzy first. Thoughts on Singapore? Because that's next week.
My best track.
Oh, well, there we go. Oh, that's a better response than I was expecting. Spider, Singapore.
I'm raced there on this game at all. And with the new generation of cars, it's going to be I think it'll be a challenge for everyone. Especially in the low corners now with the less aero pieces and barge boards and stuff like that. We're going to have to get stuck into the track on time trial and then some practice sessions. I'll come back to you on that, Dara. But yeah, I've liked Singapore for a while, so hopefully I'll continue pushing hard there and win there next week.
Good stuff. And then Sora, Singapore. Do you like Singapore?
I'm not gonna lie, there's 10 tracks I've not driven a lap yet of this game, and that's one of them.
Yep. Well, I think that's gonna make it interesting next week because I don't think because it's not one that you would generally touch because it's not necessarily the most exciting.
I used to go on the rain just to see the graphics and things, and you'd
Oh,
always
yeah.
play on the rain there,
Right.
Because it was beautiful. But that's about it, really. I do enjoy it on the older games, and I think I'll enjoy it next year when they take out that stupid Mickey Mouse bit at the end. But no, it should be fun. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well done all three of you. And that's pretty much all we need to cover tonight. I will remind everyone that on Wednesday night we'll get the F2 season underway at Silverstone. Zintley will be here with that 7:30 PM on the GRL stream for the F2. And then, like I said, next week will be the Singapore Grand Prix. We'll, of course, have the podcast out sometime Friday, Saturday time. And then we'll have the mixed tier race where I will be starting dead last in that one. And then we'll have the F1 back on the Monday. So, I mean, anything else about Jim at all?
It's just another one of those GRL Silverstones.
It is.
It's just been a
It
brilliant
is.
race.
It's just take it seriously. It's just one of those. It's just another one of those GRL races, mate. It's because somehow every single race seems to be a cracker. But yeah, I mean, I hope you will join us next week for Singapore because I'm sure that'll be an interesting one. I'm sure that I can already see some moves being made that don't end terribly well. So make sure you tune in for that. Me and Jim will be here unless Jim runs off for something. And yes, but
I'll
in the
be here,
meantime,
probably.
yeah, he won't miss it for the world. But yeah, Make sure you enjoy the rest of your weeks, and we will see you when we return to Singapore.